It is extremely rare that you find the BJP to be on the defensive. Now, big leaders are either silent or they are reticent. Fireworks and firebrands are all on hold, in check, or smothered. All this coming after the derogatory comments by two BJP spokespersons, inviting a huge furor all over the Arab world. Now, reports are indicating that the Vice President's state dinner got cancelled. Some disturbing reports talking of how certain, stores said that Indian goods are going to be boycotted in the Arab countries. The government of India has had to toil hard to pacify sentiments all over. This, despite the suspension and the expulsion action by the BJP in case of Nupur Sharma and Naveen Kumar Jindal respectively. Now, pacifying and mollifying the bruised sentiments is still on. But then, this entire episode raises a lot of questions. There are a lot of challenges that arise. First up, how did the situation come to such a pass? How could people like Nupur and Naveen muster up such a courage to make highly derogatory statements with will wanton and in a no-holds-barred fashion? How? Is polarization politics at the heart of this? Why was there no action taken against them earlier? Or was it being hoped that this storm would just pass? Is, the action that has been taken by the BJP, the party, on both Nupur and Naveen enough? Can you put domestic politics in one silo and your foreign policy in another? Is there going to be a course correction? A course correction? If yes, who will be in charge? Who will take responsibility? Who allows a free run to the quote-unquote fringe? And who really is this fringe? And can this so-called fringe then be allowed to speak on behalf of the BJP? That is a decision now that the party will have to make. It will have to decide. And a very, very important question. Could this entire episode, could this entire situation, the embarrassment have been prevented? Now see, the derogatory comments were made by Nupur Sharma on a TV show on the 26th of May. And Vice President's official visit to Qatar was to begin on the 30th of May. Was the government aware that such a backlash was building up, or they were not? No doubt, the BJP now is putting up a brave face, but underneath the disquiet, the discomfort, and reflections are still on. Now, there are media reports emerging that suggest that the BJP already has prepared a list of hate speeches of the loudmouths. It has already begun to put out the warning. It's giving out a message that now on they have to take parties' prior permission, prior approval before any speech or statement is made. There is also one note that is circulating on the social media, which talks about various do's and don'ts, about guidelines for BJP leaders or their spokespersons. Though it is not official, it is not bearing any BJP official stamp or approval. But what happens from here on? What's the way forward? Has the Prime Minister hit the pause button here? Has he taken charge behind the scene in shutting the hate mongers? Will all the hate factories be shut down? Will the Prime Minister speak on this issue, and will he possibly draw a red line and he'll say enough is enough? No doubt, The latest comments by two ex-BJP spokespersons now has cast a shadow on India's image. And it will take some effort to assuage, to convince the offended nations that these comments made by two small BJP netas who are ex-BJP netas now was a solitary, isolated act. And they have been acted upon. We hope everything is sorted out soon, but the real challenge is within. What is the guarantee? What is the guarantee and what if some hate speakers someday springs up their mouth? The dilemma is either to shut the loud mouths forever in one go, for once and for all, or to play to the gallery of, domestic electoral politics. It's a choice that has to be made, which is a big germinating point of haters and bad mouths. Nurtured over time, it has been building up. With some bit of support, coming in from here, coming in from there, and now started thinking as if they have some license, they have some liberty to say absolutely anything about anyone without being punished or rather being hailed later as some kind of a hero. Well, it doesn't work the same every time. And it seems this time it has been different. Let's see where that story goes. We'll track it very, very closely for you. And a quick reminder, in case you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe to the news that you don't get. In the comment section below, let me know your thoughts, your suggestions, your feedback. For the moment, thank you.